Uh, Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. I have a confession to make. I accidentally forgot to save after my first video, so I kinda... Alright, let me put it this way. Some of you know that to trigger certain events you have to have previous playthroughs, and I kinda screwed up and forgot to save, so just so you guys know, I'm starting a new game, but I'm not going the same path. Alright? And let's get to it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Doors, doors, doors. Again!
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess I'll listen to you this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Huh. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide is a slick blue graphic in the header, and throw some bevel on all the... Okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Gingers. Alright, enough of that. Oh, dreaded broom closet. We meet again. I was just standing here for a moment.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
That's what you think.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
You say empty. I see this as full.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Alright, enough of this.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'll play your game for now. Oh crap, I forgot to be clicking the computers. Ah, dang it. Alright, I'll get it eventually.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh yeah. That hits the spot. Right here in my soul.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Is there anything over here? I wish I had a flashlight. Like, a lot. Oh well. Elevator? 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 Door! Loading, 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 loading. Haha!
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Oh, now I can
Why did
question
he feel
things.
this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Did that light just, like, flicker on? Eh.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape! No point turning back now. But... no. Yeah, I'll go this way. Let there be light!
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Luke, I am your father. No! That's impossible!
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Hey, look, it's me.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Button,
But here was the
who's
proof.
got the
The heart
button?
of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Do I go this way? I guess I do. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. I'll listen to you. No, the game didn't crash again, did it? No way. Does that mean that last inning was like crash too? That's impossible. Yeah, look at that.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do. or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
This is, I think, one of the only other endings that I did not do. Um, yeah, I think that's the way the game's actually supposed to end. Let's see if there's anything else. Alright, I guess that's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that mumbo-jumbo crap. And, I'm actually going to show you that I'm going to save it this time. There. Save. Right there. Save. Save. There we go. And I guess I will see all of you next time. Alright, bye-bye.